Hello, gorgeous. So here is what is going on today. Hallelujah. They have opened back up salons in South Carolina. So I get to go get a haircut in color, which is why you're looking at it like this. I'm not pulling this out of this clip until I get to my hair appointment. See the little gray streak? Can't hide that. Let's get started. Let's just get started on a look, because I could sit here and ramble all day and then I'm gonna miss that appointment that's extremely important to me. So what we're gonna do today is wing it, because that's how I roll. And then at the end, whatever we've got, I'll name it accordingly. I really want to do some corals. The last time I did a peachy coral look, it was more peachy. So I thought, well, why not play with some corals? I don't know. So let's just try some stuff, see how it looks. I know y'all trust me when I say that. You're probably like, oh God, here she goes again. But for real, let's pull some colors out and try those and see how it goes. All right, well, let's get started. Let's go with some Pro to Fit, since I am going to be out and about today. And I'm going to be in the rain, and it could be humid and we don't have air conditioning in the car, and I don't know what circumstances are going to be. I'm definitely going to lock my makeup on today. This is the first time I've left my house in 3 weeks, when I had that COVID test and I didn't even get out of the car that day. So it's been about 6 weeks since I've been anywhere. So it's because one of our cars is broken down and the other one my husband has for work. So I've just not had any transportation. Plus I follow rules for the most part. I've pretty much stayed at home. Okay, let's go on with some transparent powder over the top. And a lot of people are probably like, transparent powder, but it actually is called that. It's a translucent powder, if that's what you're used to calling it. It's just a white, really fine milled powder that is super lightweight, but it gives my eyelids and under my eyes and everything such an amazing silky texture, and it doesn't settle in creases or make fine lines. So that is important. I love this under my eyes. Sometimes you'll see me use it under my eyes. That's my favorite place to use it, but I also use some of the new Terracotta powders too. So it just depends on what look I'm going for. But this is my first choice for you guys. If you're looking for a powder, this goes with everybody's skin. It doesn't really turn you white. I'll show you. I'll go ahead and prep under my eyes right quick, just a little bit. But you see it's not white. It brightens without whitening. So put that on there. So that is just a nice little airy, thin airbrush like finish. So today I'm going in with, once again, some blushes and a matte lipstick. So I'm trying, and I've never used this for anything, even my lips. So this is called Candy. This is a matte liquid lip. That's going to be my crease color. So let's just get started. So I'm going to put this right in the crease and then blend it out. We're going to blend that out as much as possible, taking it up a little bit, not all the way to the brow line, but just making sure it's blended like we usually do. And then, which is a really pretty coral color. That is a lot more coral than I was expecting. So love it. Now I want you guys to keep in mind that if you're doing your blending and one side's higher than the other or whatever, don't worry about it, because when you add your highlight color, it'll blend it right out. So you don't have to keep it exactly the same distance up here, because we're gonna fix that when we finish up. It's a pretty color. Well, see, I did my nails the other day, and I did Color Street with the palms. I don't know if you can see the little palm trees on there. So I have, what is this, fuchsia fusion? I don't know what that is. It's a ombre glitter, and then I put the palms over the top. And then this one is one of the corals, just a solid coral with the palm trees over the top. Did the same with this one, but these are I'm about to redo them. But anyway, so I thought, look how pretty. So that's kind of where this idea came from. Now, let's put something on the eyelid. I have pulled an assortment of blushes because we have such amazing different variations of colors in our blushes. And these are all very coral. Whoop. So I'm going to tell you which ones I'm using as I'm using them. And first, in the outer corner, let's go in with this Vice Brown palette. in this middle color, which y'all know is one of my favorites for the transition color, but I'm actually going to use it as my deep color here in the outer corner and bringing it into my crease to add a little depth and dimension into this outer corner. Okay, now we're going to go over the lid with, I'm going to use Pink Glow. I'm not really using it for the pink color. I'm using it for the creamy texture and the highlight effect that it's going to give us. So I'm going to take a little flat shader brush like this from Coastal Scents, and I'm going to go ahead, and you guys have seen me do this before, and just pat that on this part of my lid. And I'm patting it for right now just to smooth out, bringing it up because I have hooded eyelids the older I get, and into that crease a little bit. So you see how that adds some brightness to that section. So let's go over that with some colors now. Let's go back into our Trio palette. And I think I told you this one is Vice Brown. But let's go ahead and put this out here in the outer corner, but to blend it over the top of that edge. I'm going to go in with the Sweet Almond blush, Tender On blush, and just put a little of that right here. Then we're going to go over the top with number 15, which doesn't have a name. Oh wait, I have a name. Sugar Pink. So it's kind of like what we did one time before. But I'm also going to mix Sugar Pink with 09, and I don't have it written which one this one is, but that's going to give it a real coral look to it. And put that right over the top of that pink glow. Okay, and now we're going to go in with Vanilla Diamond, it was the one that I bought last that I probably just loved the most. Like, I've been using the heck out of it. I didn't know I needed it until I tried it, and then I was like, so I'm going to go overlapping from the corner and over some of this to bring in a little more highlight to it. We're going to take a little eyeliner brush with some Time Locker setting spray. And we're going to dip into this warmer color here, this middle color, and get it on our brush. Can add a little depth to this outer corner with this wet middle color, and I'm going to blend it out in just a minute. Let's take that pencil brush and blend that while it's still kind of damp into that crease. And blending it softly, just patting it back and forth between the two colors here so I have a little bit of a smooth transition. We're going to smudge that out first of all and soften it up with just this little smudger brush from Morphe. It's an M508 brush. Now I close my eyes when I do this so I don't stab myself, because I'll stab myself every time. And it just blend it out. And in the center part of the eye with the number 07 Sweet Almond, tapping this in here like that, getting some of that excess off, and just sweeping that back and forth. Now we're going to go in with our 3-in-1 face palette, which just came back into stock. It's been sold out because it's such an amazing product, this one. And I'm going to use that highlight color with my pencil brush. And let's go in here and do this part first. Just pop it in there. I like right in there. And then right up here at the brow, I'm blending it as I'm putting it on too, so to make sure there's no line. I'm going to take a fluffier blending brush and just really kind of smooth everything out. I'm going to go in with the 04 waterproof. This is the Express Eye Pencil And I'm going to put this one in the outer corner. As soon as I put it on, I'm going to go ahead and smudge it. Okay, so I'm going to go in with the dark brown eyebrow powder and the little eyeliner brush and get it wet with some time locker, and that's going to be what I put on my as liner. So it defines my eyes without being, like I said, super dark. Now I'm also going to do a little bit right at the lash line of this metallic Plum liquid liner that I always forget that I have. It's so amazing, but it's going to go right at my lash line. We're just going to go in and do mascara and then the rest of the face, and then we'll be ready to roll. So today I'm going to go in with Zen Mascara. I go in with the short side at my roots, that side, and then when I want to lengthen, I turn it around and it's got longer, like comb brush type bristles. It is a silicone wand though, so it's just really separates and lifts and does a great job. And that's our most inexpensive mascara, and it's fabulous. So, okay, so the eyes are done. Let's do the face and we'll be gone. Sugar pink, because it's got a little bit of the highlight in it. That means I don't have to highlight. It is a shimmer blush, but I also have the almond one, which is the sweet almond, which is the same color. It's just without the shimmer. So you could use either one of those. If you don't like the little shimmer to it, then just definitely use that sweet almond. Okay, I'm gonna leave that there, and then I'm gonna go in with the lip color or the lip liner and 203 after I condition my lips. I'm gonna go in with a Barely There BB lipstick. It's fabulous. And it is a matte also. And then I'm going to go back in with my all-time favorite lip plumper, which has actually got some tint in it now. It is an untinted lip gloss, y'all. It is clear normally. My wand just got color on it though. I don't know why I'm over here doing it on top of wet lipstick. So there we go. One last thing, I'm just going to go ahead and set a little powder, the little face powder that's got some shimmer to it, and that is the Terracotta 02. And I'm going to use this part of my blender sponge and just kind of pat it in there. Ta-da! Let's spray that with some time locker. A little dab will do you, add a bunch. This is the look, you guys. I'm not taking my hair out like I talked about in the beginning because I'm going to get it done. It's a hot mess. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look and come back and see me sometime. Thank you as always for watching. Be sure to subscribe, like, share. Don't unlike because that's just rude. People take time. I'm making these videos. I don't need you going and unliking stuff. If you don't like it, just don't say anything. Anyway, have a wonderful day. Stay safe, you guys.